Heidi ho there, my lovies. Welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm Shorty Vaughn. I'm here with my little friend Hazel. She's just out of frame, but she knows it's almost dinner time. Hot diggity, so she's ready. She's like, Mommy, you gotta cook something up for us. So what am I gonna be making today? A simple, easy meal. I'm using this Earthly Grains New Orleans style dirty rice mix. Got this over at the Aldi. It was about 89 cents, and I think that's a pretty good value. There are about 6 servings in this, so I'm getting dinner tonight and lunches tomorrow out of it. And basically, it's got stovetop directions or microwave directions. I'm going to go ahead and do the stovetop directions. Pretty much, I'm going to need 3 cups of liquid and this box. And I'm adding a few extra things to make it semi-homemade and add that little touch of freshness to it. So I've got my skillet out here. And how have y'all been? What's new and exciting? What's going on with you? Tell me down below. And yeah, inquiring minds want to know, baby. Anyhow, I'm going to put a little oil in my skillet and get started here. Andrew has been under the weather. Let me tell you, the only thing that is more trying than a sick husband or a sick spouse is sick kids. Did I ever tell you about having the chicken pox? So I was in about 6th grade, and there was this boy. I had a super crush on him. Anyhow, we'll just call him Jim. And Jim and I, we had a little secret smooch, a little kiss, on the playground. And that was like on a Tuesday. And my heart was just all aflutter, and I'd see him across the class and, give him the eyes, and he'd give me the eyes. And it was super sweet and, innocent and, young love, yay, hooray. 6th grade. Hormones are all the rage. So, yeah, we had that secret kiss on a Tuesday. On Saturday morning, I got up to watch, my favorite shows, which were not cartoons, but I like to watch Julia Child and the Galloping Gourmet and, the Cajun Chef and all. Justin, I can't remember what his last name is. Anyhow, that's what I like to watch on a Saturday morning growing up. And I went to put my regular clothes on and get ready for the day and watch my shows and what have you. And I was covered in spots. It was all over me and I was uncomfortable. And then I realized that I had a fever, and I thought for sure that I had smallpox. And I was just terrified. Oh my goodness, I was going to die. So I didn't tell anybody. I just kind of, covered everything up and watched my shows and tried to stay away from people and what have you, thinking, that they were just going to find my small-poxed little body somewhere in the house, yada. When you're one of 9 kids, it's not that hard, for people not to notice you. You just have to keep a low profile, not cause any trouble or fuss. And anyhow, yeah, so I stayed away from people as much as I possibly thought that I could and didn't want to infect them. I was afraid, and I should have told my mother. But I did not. And so I ended up infecting my boyfriend at the time, poor little Jim, half of my 6th grade class, my oldest sister's 2 sons, Jeremy and Joshua, my second oldest sister's 2 sons, Charlie and Matthew. Also, my sister Glenda's daughters, Sabrina and Jessica. My sister Melissa. I was like patient zero. When my mother called us, so all of these kids have chicken pox, and their parents have to go to work and do whatever it is that they do. And so all of their kids came to stay with us while we all had chicken pox together. So yeah, there was a lot of us, and we were miserable. My dad, he's at the store buying calamine lotion by the bucket full, and why doesn't this come in a gallon? And my mom's over there with cotton balls just dabbing us all. Stop itching! And we drove her absolutely batty. God bless her. Anyhow, got a little celery here all chopped up to add that little bit of fresh element to it. Make it somewhat authentic, the Trinity. You've got celery, onion, and bell pepper. Now, unfortunately, I did not have bell pepper because I do not have my life together, but I had some dehydrated bell pepper. This is what it looks like. It's kind of pretty. Anyhow, I had dehydrated bell pepper, so I gave that a little bit of hot water and some thyme, and it has rehydrated lovely. And so I'll be adding that to my dirty rice mixture along with this onion and some of this celery. Yay, hooray. I like dehydrated veg on hand just in case life goes askew, just in case I forgot something at the grocery store. You know, I get my groceries now by delivery. And so I start my grocery list and, you know, I try to think of all the things that I'm going to need, and inevitably, like the groceries come, I'm like, well, sugar and spice, look at that. I completely forgot. Fill in the blank here. But I like to have dehydrated onion. I like to have dehydrated bell pepper. I like to have dehydrated mushrooms because it adds so much. Anyhow, I was patient zero, so I infected, you know, pretty much all of my family, and all of those kids were staying with us while they had the chicken pox because they couldn't go to daycare. And so my mom's watching all these kids, my dad's watching all these kids, and don't itch, and we were mean. Yeah, we were so mean. So yeah, I was patient zero. The Board of Health actually came out because there were so many kids in my family that were called out of daycare and school, and then, yeah, they've infected other people. It was not good. And you know, they didn't have the chickenpox vaccine when I was a kid. But they do now. So, you know, whatever. People got all kinds of feelings about it. I'm not here to discuss that. I'm just saying, it's no fun to be patient zero. It's no fun to take care of a sick husband. Worse than that, taking care of sick kids. So, just going to give these a light saute. I think this one feels lucky today. Just that little bit of a fresh element can add a whole lot to, you know, this is a great starter. This has got all the spices in it. You add 3 cups of water, about a tablespoon of oil. This is great all on its own. So this makes life really easy and convenient. It's not, sure, it would probably be less expensive to just use, you know, 1.5 cups of rice and add all the spices. But then I got to put everything away and yada, yada, yada. So, there we go. There we go. Got about our tablespoon of my olive oil in there. Now my proteins. It says on the box, just add meat and it's a meal. The other day I fired up the Traeger and I grilled pork chops, chicken thighs, and some andouille sausage. So, yeah. Oh, it smells so good. It smells fabulous. Anyhow, gonna go ahead and take a couple of these andouille sausages. Got these on sale. You know, they were a manager's special, so I paid $5 for the package of 5. And that's going to be just fine in there. Fine and dandy. And add meat and it's a meal. Going to add 2 of these andouille sausages. And then I think I'm also going to chop up 1 of those chicken thighs to go in there. You know, we're not changing the world with this recipe, but you know, it's a nice, easy meal. I'm going to feed my husband and my sister, and, well, for serve's sake, so if anybody shows up, I'll feed them too. And this chicken breast, oh no, they're chicken thighs. That's even better. Smells fantastic. Good and grilly. So, let's give that a good chop up. We're going to add these proteins last because they are pre-cooked. So they just need a brief heat up and they will be fantastic. And they don't need to cook forever. Just a little heat up there. It will be a-okay. There we go. All right, I've taken my chicken stock out of the freezer and I've given that a brief warm up over in the microwave. So we are just about set to go. Gonna let these sizzle for a few minutes here. Yay, hooray. And Just get a little dash of color on that. Yes, please, and thank you. Turn it down just a little tiny bit. All right. I'm going to go grab my chicken stock. Be right back. Why does the smell of onions cooking just, make me salivate? Makes the whole house smell good. Makes it, everything feel like, I don't know, like you're having a proper dinner and you know, that you've put some time and some effort into it. Got 3 cups of chicken stock. I'm sure that water would work just fine. And these packets are usually seasoned quite well. So that's my 3 cups of chicken stock. I'm going to put the bell peppers in now. There we go. Yeah, it just makes it smell like home. Smells, gets everybody excited for dinner, huh, Hazel? She's excited for dinner. I had the smoker on day before yesterday, and it was just going to town, and she was just, had drool. It was gross. I love her. Anyhow, so here we go. Let's get this open. Yay, hooray. No easy open on this package. Okay, be careful. Trying really hard not to spill it everywhere. Anyhow, get that all in there. Give it a little stir up. So, Andrew and I were listening to a new audiobook. It's called Other People's Pets by R.L. Mays. I'll include a photo, in here somewhere. Anyhow, it's about this woman. And she is in veterinary school. Her father is arrested for burglary. And she quits veterinarian school to take on the family business burglary to earn enough money for her father's defense. Anyhow, that's all I'm going to tell you about it. It's a novel. It's really good so far. And no spoilers for me. But it's been really good. Also, I'm trying to watch videos on various platforms. And so this month I have the free subscription to Apple TV. And I'm going to tell you that I watched Dear Edward. And that is an excellent movie. It's an excellent show. I don't know. It's a series. There are like 10 episodes. And it's based on the book also called Dear Edward, which I have not read. But I think I will download that probably from the library. I've got a hold placed on it. Anyhow, I'm like 21st in line for it. So it'll take some time, but that's okay. Anyhow, Dear Edward, about this boy who survives. He's the only survivor of a plane crash. And this support group that comes out of the grief-stricken loved ones. Anyhow, it's not really so much about the airplane crash. That's a very brief part of it. But it is more, it examines more of how we touch people's lives and you may not even know it. And from simple interactions to intimate interactions and how we touch people's lives and how we are affected by others. And it should be a depressing kind of a movie, but it was actually fabulous and fantastic and uplifting, and I can't recommend that enough. So if you have the ability to get that on Apple TV, I highly recommend Dear Edward. Also watched Bad Sisters, which was fabulous and funny and irreverent and kind of like that song Goodbye Earl, by formerly known as the Dixie Chicks. I think they're just called the Chicks now. I don't know. Anyhow, kind of along the lines of that. I won't give out any spoilers, but Bad Sisters was totally worth watching, and I just laughed and laughed and laughed. There is some foul language, some nudity, and some alcohol abuse, that kind of thing. But and I wouldn't watch it with kids. But it was really good show. I've enjoyed that quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and just let this simmer. The box says let it simmer for 20 minutes. So lid. Yay, hooray. Gonna go ahead and get this right on in here. I'm gonna set my timer for 15 minutes because I want to put my pre-cooked proteins in for just the last 5 minutes of the heating process because I don't want them to overcook. That chicken thigh is delicious and smoky and is going to add a whole lot to this dirty rice, my semi-homemade dinner. And yeah, we're just going to enjoy the heck out of that. There we go, 15 minutes. Gonna let that just simmer. And the best thing is it's gonna do what it does. And I'm gonna go have a seat. And yeah. So Bad Sisters, I can completely recommend that. And also Dear Edward. Yeah, both of them have touching moments and funny moments, and it's just the right amount of entertainment. They're both quite long with many episodes each. So yeah, that's some decent binge watching. So yeah, next month I'm going to try out Paramount Plus, I think, because we don't have cable TV. We stream or we watch Antenna TV. And that we get a lot of channels on that Antenna TV. There's like 96 Antenna TV channels in this metropolitan Phoenix area. They're split kind of equally between being Spanish channels and English channels, and I watch the Spanish channels once in a while because I need to work on my Spanish. But yeah, we have a pretty good selection of things to watch, and we like listening to the audiobooks in the evening. And what we need is a new puzzle, because I like to play the audiobook and then do the jigsaw puzzle at the same time. I think that's fun. Oh, also, I've been doing the Wordle every day. You ever do the Wordle? I think that's super fun. And yeah, I do the Wordle from the New York Times. If you don't know it, it is a word game where you have 6 opportunities to guess a 5-letter word. And, well, I'll show you a screenshot here. So, when I play Wordle, my first word, and it's just my preference, is opera, because it has lots of vowels in it. And then if I can get the vowels figured out, 81% of the time I can get the word. So that's my average solve rate is about 81%. I'm not perfect at it, but I do think that it's fun and challenging. And, you know, as I get older, I want to stay as sharp as humanly possible. So I like to do the Wordle, like a little Sudoku, you know, crossword puzzles, jigsaws, that kind of thing. Trying to stay on top of my game as much as possible. Anyhow, this has got 13 more minutes to go. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and have a little rest and get everything ready for dinner. Can I just tell you that this has all the smells? It's making me really happy. It's going to be super delicious. And this rice is really coming together. Everything needs about another 5 minutes. And fantastic. Time to go ahead and just put these proteins in here. If I had shrimp, I would probably put those in too. I do have some shrimp, but I'm saving that for another quick, easy recipe. I think that these boxes of, you know, quick, easy, convenience products, the dirty rice, the jambalaya, the shrimp scampi, what have you, the Knorr sides, I think those are a great jumping off point. They're relatively inexpensive and easy to prepare. Add a few things to them. Make them your own. Ooh boy. All right, gonna put the lid back on that. Set it for 5. And then it'll be dinner time. Yay, hooray. Super excited about it. Not a lot of cleanup. I've got 1 box, 2 measuring cups, a cutting board, and a spoon and a knife, and we're done. Hot diggity. I like that. Low dish night. And we have started also eating on paper plates once in a while. It's not my preference, but some days I just want it quick and easy, and I don't want to do a bunch of dishes, and I don't want to stand at the sink forever. So yeah, we're going to have paper plates tonight. It'll be all right. And this has all of the veg and all of the meats and all of the proteins and carbs and everything already in it. A serving size is about 1 cup. That should do it. And it's a little high in carbs with 28 grams. I'm still trying to stick to the 60 grams of carbohydrates every day or less. So there we go. Not too terrible for you. And I had yogurt for breakfast and cottage cheese for lunch. So I still have plenty of carbs left in my allotment for today. So yeah, I'm hoping this is delicious. We'll do a taste test too. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and do a taste test because I'm starving to death. And this looks and smells delicious. And those rehydrated bits of bell pepper really came through quite nicely. Yeah, they look really plump and juicy. And I think, you know, sometimes you just have to improvise. You just have to use whatever it is that you have on hand and just be grateful for it. Let me tell you, it's a beautiful day today. It's like 81 degrees. There's a light breeze. All the windows are open. And it's a nice day. The rice on this looks really delicious. And yeah, I'm gonna have some carbs. You know, dinner doesn't always have to be a huge production. Dinner doesn't always have to be completely homemade. But we added some extra elements to this. And yeah, I'm not mad at it one bit. Oh yeah. Okay. That's completely delicious. Yeah. That tastes like we put some extra effort into it. We've got some sausage. We've got some chicken. We've got some veg. Yay, hooray. I'm also going to go ahead, slice up an orange, and that's what we're going to have to go with it. Because you know you got to get your fruits and vegetable servings in every day. Let's try this chicken. That's good. There were times I could make a whole dinner, you know, everything from scratch. Times change, circumstances change. This little box did a lot to help me out. Yay, hooray, I'm excited about dinner. Well, all right, my lovies. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Sending you all out big old smoocheronis and big squeezies. I love you all. And yeah, yippee skippy. Hey, if you don't know my friend, Plain Vanilla Grandma, go over and check her out. She's got some new videos coming out. Her and I are friends, and we are trying to do as many videos for the rest of November as we possibly can. So yeah, go check out my friend, Plain Vanilla Grandma. Hi, Carol. Anyhow, she's a hoot and a half, and I love her. Also, my friend Jerry Ellen over at Cooking with Neighbors. Hi, Jerry. And they are my lovely YouTube friends, and yeah, let's just tear it up, ladies. We got the rest of November. Let's go for it. Anyhow, I think this is a good little dish, and quick, easy, convenient. Didn't take me long to put it together at all. We had some fun chit chat to go with it. All right, be good, be careful, look both ways. I'll see you next time. Bye now.